Ever wondered what would happen if a nuclear bomb went off in space? It might sound like a plot twist from a sci-fi thriller, but today we're diving into the real-world implications of this chilling possibility. With recent concerns about Russia possibly planning to put a nuclear weapon in orbit, it's more relevant than ever. Let's take a trip back to July 8th, 1962. The night sky over Hawaii was transformed into an otherworldly spectacle. The Honolulu Advertiser had warned about a dazzling display, and they weren't kidding. At precisely 9 seconds past 11 p.m., a flash lit up the sky like eerie daylight, fading from green to yellow, then to a vivid, unsettling red. What caused this bizarre light show? The US had just detonated a thermonuclear bomb 100 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb, 250 miles above Earth's surface. This event, known as Starfish Prime, wasn't an isolated incident. There were several nuclear tests in space during the late 1950s and early 1960s. But Starfish Prime was the most impactful. This explosion wasn't just a visual spectacle. It knocked out about 300 streetlights on Oahu and caused significant damage to nearly 1/3 of the satellites orbiting Earth at that time. It was a real-world example of why nukes in space are so problematic. So, what exactly happens when a nuke detonates in space? Unlike on Earth, where you get a fireball, shockwave, and mushroom cloud, a space-based nuke behaves differently. In space, there's no fireball or shockwave. Instead, the bomb releases an intense burst of electromagnetic radiation, including gamma rays and X-rays. This radiation causes three major types of destruction. First, immediate flash. Satellites within line of sight can be instantly taken out of commission by this intense radiation. Second, electromagnetic pulse. X-rays from the explosion interact with the upper atmosphere, creating a surge of charged particles. This EMP can disrupt or damage electronics in spacecraft and on Earth, creating spectacular auroras, like those seen during the Starfish Prime test. Third, radiation belt, the most enduring and dangerous effect. The explosion creates an artificial Van Allen belt, a ring of high radiation that can linger for months or even years. This radiation can seriously damage satellites. For instance, the Telstar satellite, launched just a day after Starfish Prime, failed within months due to radiation exposure. Fast forward to today and the stakes are even higher. With nearly 10,000 satellites in orbit, a nuclear blast in space could be devastating. Many of these satellites are crucial for GPS, communication, and even space missions. An EMP could cripple critical systems on the International Space Station and other orbital outposts, endangering astronauts and potentially leaving them without the ability to navigate through debris fields of destroyed satellites. But it's not just about the immediate damage. The potential for escalating global tensions is a serious concern. A nuclear detonation in space could trigger international conflicts and even lead to a global thermonuclear war, a scenario no one wants to face. Recently, the U.S. Department of Defense has raised alarms about Russia potentially developing a space-based nuclear weapon. Although there's no immediate evidence of warheads in space, the possibility is deeply troubling. Russia recently vetoed a UN resolution to reaffirm the ban on such weapons, adding to the unease. Is Russia's interest in space-based nukes just a scare tactic or a serious threat? It's hard to say. Experts like Jonathan McDowell are skeptical about the seriousness of Russia's plans, suggesting it might be more about posturing than actual preparation. Meanwhile, Victoria Sampson notes that the U.S. government is taking the threat seriously. Despite its diminished role in the space race since the Cold War, Russia remains a significant player in space-related operations. While it may not have a robust civil space program, its legacy of counter-space weapons continues to influence global space dynamics. As we've explored today, the concept of a nuclear bomb exploding in space is not just a hypothetical scenario, but a real and frightening possibility with far-reaching implications. From the dramatic effects seen during the Starfish Prime test to the potential consequences for our modern satellite infrastructure and global security, the stakes are incredibly high. Understanding these risks helps us appreciate the gravity of current international tensions and the importance of maintaining stringent space treaties and regulations. The lessons from the Cold War remind us that the realm of space must remain a domain of peace and cooperation, rather than conflict and escalation. With nearly 10,000 satellites orbiting Earth and the potential for new threats emerging, it's crucial for us to stay informed and vigilant. The possibility of space-based nuclear weapons not only endangers our technology, but could also have severe consequences for international relations and global stability. As we continue to push the boundaries of space exploration and technology, let's ensure we do so with a commitment to safeguarding our planet and preserving peace. The future of space is in our hands, and it's up to us to learn from the past and work towards a secure and cooperative space environment. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe for more jaw-dropping space updates, and join us as we embark on a cosmic journey like never before.